My name is Krista Kesselring. I teach history at Dalhousie University. My research focuses on the historical uses of law. It's a sociology of law, if you will, or an historical sociology of law. I think the study of law, and particularly law in its historical context, is useful or important to Canadians as to people more generally. That it helps us to demystify what has become almost a universal secular religion in some ways. And I think the temporal context is useful more generally because it helps us see the present differently and imagine different futures. I love the archives. I love digging through old records, and I love piecing together stories from those archives. Like getting my hands dirty in the 16th and 17th century records and finding out how people lived and what they did at the time. It's a bit of historical detective work sometimes.
My name is Chike Jeffers, and I'm an associate professor of philosophy here at Dalhousie. I work in the areas of Africana philosophy and philosophy of race. I think that what makes my body of research significant to Canadians has a lot to do with the way that my particular interest in race intersects with a strong interest in culture. And so I'm very much interested in the relationship between race and culture. And this leads me to ask questions about, for example, the meaning and purpose of multiculturalism. I've been inspired by many philosophers that have come before me, but there was a book that I came across while I was still in undergrad called African American Philosophers, 17 Conversations. That was a major source of inspiration for me in terms of thinking of philosophy as a career for me in which I could make a difference.
I'm Christine Chambers, and I'm a professor in the departments of Pediatrics and Psychology and Neuroscience at Dalhousie University, and I study children's pain, in particular the role of psychological, developmental, and social factors in children's pain. So the research that I'm doing is aimed at identifying factors and treatments to help make pain better for children and for their families, and also improving tools that we use to measure pain in children. I've really been inspired in a number of ways to do what I do. Children's pain is just such a compelling topic. Nobody wants to see a child in pain. So the topic itself, the significance of the problem, and the fact that we have solutions that could be implemented but aren't always. I also really enjoy working with students, graduate students, from across Canada, but also around the world. And so being able to engage with students in meaningful ways to conduct projects and generate solutions for problems is really what keeps me going.